You are beautiful, you are special, you are unique, and you are blessed. Hey, it's your girl Nola Royal Queenie, and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited that you guys decided to stop in and chill with your girl again today. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a super quick and super easy everyday makeup look that anybody can wear. If you're interested, then keep on watching. But first, if you're new here, I want you to go ahead and click that subscribe button, and don't forget to click that bell so that you can be notified when I post a new video. So I have all of my makeup ready and available, spread out right in front of me so that I can easily grab it. Alright, so my face is already clean, so next I'm going to tone with my Fenty Beauty Fat Water, and then I'm going to moisturize with my Fenty Beauty SPF Moisturizer. Next, I'm going to prime my face with Tatcha's the Silk Canvas Filter Finish Protective Primer. Because I have a super oily T-zone and I like my foundation to be matte, I'm going to be starting off with Laura Mercier's Loose Setting Powder. And I'm going to put a little powder inside of the lid so that I won't contaminate the entire bottle. And using a sponge, I'm going to pat that loose powder into my skin. Now, what I like about this translucent powder is that it has a glow finish, so that means it'll seep through my foundation so that I can have a natural glow. Alright, so I know all of your favorite beauty gurus frown upon doing your eyebrows before the foundation, but I happen to like the finish of doing my eyebrows before my foundation, so that's going to be my next step. Alright, next for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using CoverGirl's Brow Pencil in the shade 705 Rich Brown. So next I'm going to be cleaning up my eyebrows using Tarte's Shape Tape Concealer. So what I like about this mini is that the applicator is really small so that I can easily clean up my eyebrows. So I'm going to be taking my Morphe brush to blend out that concealer. And I don't want to use a lot of concealer because I feel like it's just a waste. I'm going to do the same for the top of my eyebrow. So for my foundation, I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty's Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. So I'm using the shade 385. And you guys, honestly, my foundation shade changes with the seasons. So right now, since I haven't been getting any sun, I may have to mix this shade because it may be a tad bit too dark. And I'm also gonna add a tad bit of the shade 370. Next, I'm going to take my Morphe foundation brush and I'm going to spray a little bit of Smashbox's finishing spray on it. And I'm going to pat. I'm gonna make sure I bring that foundation down my neck. And this is how one layer looks. Normally I'm okay with one layer for my everyday look, but since I have to do some filming today and I'm going to be filming for hours, I'm going to add an extra layer for protection. So I'm going to take more of the 385. I'm running out. And I'm going to take a little more of 370. And I'm going to blend that out. Just a little. Now, using a foundation brush, you have to use a little more wrist work. So if you're not up for the wrist work, you can also use a sponge. But the key is to pat. Do not swipe, please. Pat, 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 and you'll get the best finish. And be sure to get in the creases up under your eye. If you're in love with Fenty Beauty's soft matte finish, but your skin is kind of dry, Fenty also carries the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation as well. Alright, so next I'm going to be moving on to my highlight, and I'm going to be using e.l.f.'s 16-Hour Camo Concealer, and it is my favorite concealer. When I tell you, for you oily T-zone girls, you need this concealer. It literally keeps me dry all day. I mean, all day. I'm going to be putting it right under my eyes and in my T-zone. Now, this concealer dries really fast with a beautiful matte finish. So you have to be sure to work really quickly. And be sure to get under the creases of your eyes. And I'm going to be using this concealer as my eyeshadow primer as well. And when it comes to applying concealer to your eyes, it's very important that you have sort of a firm brush, because other than that, it's just going to look kind of icky and sticky. You want to make sure you have a brush that can really get in between those crevices. Alright, next I'm going to be contouring with e.l.f.'s 16-Hour Concealer in the shade Deep Cinnamon. Alright, so next I'm going to be setting my concealer and my foundation using my favorite setting powder, CoverGirl Clean Professional. And again, I'm going to take a little and put it into the lid so that I won't contaminate my jar. And I'm going to take my Morphe brush, and I'm just going to pat. And be sure to catch the creases under your eye. Alright, so next, to complete my contour, I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty's Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 420. And I'm going to be taking a clean Morphe brush and sweeping it across my forehead and the top part of my cheek. And I'm not going to be pounding this on because I want this to be a really, really soft finish. So with that being said, blending is the key. I'm going to take my Morphe brush and lightly contour my nose. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Nudes by Juvia's Places eyeshadow palette. Using this shade for my base. Using my Morphe brush, I'm going to brush this shade on very lightly. I'm going to add this shade to my entire lid. The key is to really, really blend well. I love this shade because it matches my skin tone so perfectly and gives me a more natural beat. And now I'm using a clean brush, which is going to sweep, sweep, sweep. To blend in any harsh lines. Yeah, my lips are always really dry, so I use Aquaphor's Healing Ointment. For my blush, I'm going to be using the Crayon Cases Blush Binder Palette. And I absolutely love, love, love this palette because it has so many adorable shades. And for my blush, I'm going to be using this shade. I'm going to be taking my Morphe brush and patting into this blush. You don't want to use a lot. It's super, super pigmented. And with this blush, start off very lightly and build up on it because it's super, super pigmented. For my highlight, I'm going to be using CoverGirl's True Blend Soft Flushed Highlighter in the shade 390 Sunset Glitz. Alright, I'm going to take my Morphe brush and I'm going to highlight just a little. I just love the way it gives me like a sun-kissed hint glow. And I also like to highlight right under my eyebrow. For my top lash, I'm going to be using Maybelline Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara. Now this mascara, you may need at least 3 or 4 coats, but the final look is beautiful. So for my bottom lash, I'm going to be using Tarte Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 Mascara. Oh Lord, not before I kill myself. Oh Jesus. Alright, so no matter what your favorite beauty guru tells you, there's no way to get rid of those lines under your eyes. The best you can do is manage it. So what I like to do is add an additional layer of finishing powder under my eyes. Just so the concealer doesn't crease under my eyes and elaborate my fine lines. Alright, so next for my lips, I'm going to be using the Lip Bars Liquid Lipstick in the shades Savage and Curl Friend. I absolutely love this lip combo. It gives me a little bit of nude, but still with a little bit of pizzazz. Alright guys, this is it for my final look. I'm so glad that you guys decided to stick around through my entire video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.